What's up, Cfmoto fam? Welcome back to Henthorn's Performance. I think we're on episode 3, right? Windshield crash bars, mirrors didn't work, so you didn't get that one. They fucking looked like shit and they didn't fit right. But now we're on the adjustable controls. Sneak peek, we also got a little fucking Hot Boy grill cover. Install on that was simple. There's just 3 hooks along the bottom it hooks into, and then a pole plate on the top. Well, 2 pole plates on the top with bolts in them. Little small Allen keys were provided. I'll put the link in the description. But in theory, you're here for controls. So we're gonna move up here. Puppy got out, saw her, ran and grabbed that real quick. So controls, we have done the right side. I want to see how it worked before I got on here with y'all. So now we're gonna remove the left. There's a little bit of play. Just like most aftermarket controls. Let's see if you go over to the ones I have on the SV650. Got a little bit and a little bit. Lowrider ones are pretty rough, to be honest. I already loosened the cable down just to give myself some more pull when I go to take the cable out. Got the other side was 10s, 10 on top, 10 on the bottom. This side is a Phillips screwdriver and looks like an 8 on the bottom. So we're gonna go ahead and get this off, get the lever off, and then hook up the new one. I'll check in about halfway through to show y'all what's going on. All right, so we got the control off. We're gonna sneak in here and show you. So this slides out. You got your normal fucking hook joint with a little bushing on it. We fucking pop that guy right out. You know, we just pop it back in, twist, slide in. And then we're going to take our factory bolt, get our hole to line up. And then you have a base to a lever installed, and it does click the clutch switch, which is good. So yeah, now we're just going to run this guy down. You're probably going to want to move your mirror and use a regular screwdriver. I have this very nice fancy snap-on low pro 1/4 inch ratchet that I used with a Phillips bit in it. So, yeah, so we're just going to run that guy in and then install the rest of the lever. Alright, so we went ahead and am I upside down? No, I'm not upside down. We went ahead and installed the lever. There's a little bushing that goes into this part of the lever. Right here. Copper bushing. And then you slide your bolt through as you slip your spring in here. And then that makes it where you can adjust this down. You should be able to see that spring in there. Right in there. And then now you can adjust it and it springs right back where it needs to be. All nice and beautiful. Now we got to adjust our clutch cable slack. Usually you would just turn this guy by hand, but she seems to be a little bound up. So we're going to go ahead and use a pair of pliers to get it about where I want it, and then I'll go get keys, fire it up, make sure it's adjusted right. But yeah, we're just gonna run, oh, it feels like it's moving smoother now. So we're gonna run this guy out. Oh, I lied. I lied so much. Still not there yet. I'm gonna run this guy out until we start taking up the gap here. Be exactly where we want it. Everybody's specs is a little different. You don't want to run it too tight though, because it will continue to pull it. The clutch won't ever fully engage if you run it incorrectly. I kind of like that. I like how that feels. Okay, so there we are. We're in theory dialed on the Cfmoto. So episode 1, windshield. Episode 2, crash bars. With built-in drug dealer hole. Because that's where you put your drugs. And then episode 3 is controls. That radiator grill's kind of hot. The wife's out of town. She's been out of town the whole process for this bike. Hopefully she loves it. But she's been completely changed. Cfmoto 300, mildly decked out. Still slower than molasses, I'm sure, but looks pretty snazzy doing it, and the controls always feel a little bit better than stocks. That's Henthorn's performance. That's so far our 3rd Cfmoto episode. Like I said, there'll be a final one for the ride and review of everything we did. See how we feel about it. But for right now, that's it. Check y'all out.